1.
We are from Nigeria, and this is Boys Life Life.
Awesome.
Good evening, and welcome to episode 5 of Boys Life Live from the Jamboree. I'm Maggie McCulloch, a venturer from Crew 425 in Irving, Texas.
And I'm Sean Foy, an Eagle Scout from New Jersey.
We were off last night, but once again, we're coming to you live from the Summit Bechtel Reserve.
On Sunday, we were promised that we'd read your comments from that episode on tonight's broadcast. So here goes. Amy Crow says she loves the summaries from individual scouts. Agreed, Amy.
CM Schultz says, thanks for giving us a view into some of the activities the scouts get to enjoy. You're welcome, CM.
A lot of people congratulated the young men who received their Eagle Scout badges here at the Jamboree.
And there were tons of shout-outs. Troop 2209 from Wisconsin, Troop 4310 from Florida, Troop 4101 from Alabama, and many, many more.
Be sure to leave your comments tonight, and we'll read some live on the end of the show. Now to tonight's feature story. At the Jamboree, patch trading is a big business.
We tracked down some scouts who use patch trading to meet new people, collect souvenirs, and have fun.
What's that?
So my name is Kenny, I'm from Puerto Rico, and this is actually my first National Jamboree. We're here patch trading with my friends.
Brian.
Yeah, he's from New Jersey.
Mount Laurel area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is my first time patch trading and at the National Jamboree too. And we kind of just do it because, like, some people go for quantity, like this kid.
Yeah. For example, this only made 300, 500, 78, my bad, 150, 78, and 500 and 300. So I just look for quantity, and then those people go for looks. So everybody's different in patch trading. So that's what makes Boy Scouts unique. Everybody's different. Our normal trade goes, let's say,
like this lodge flap right here.
he asked me for this. And if I'm interested in it, I could trade something for it, you know?
Like I could trade either of these lodge flaps.
That's how it works. Okay? If I don't like the deal, well, you know, that's how it goes.
So patch challenges are where you start with something basic or something small. So there's a one patch challenge where it's pretty self-explanatory. You start with one patch, and most of these challenges, they end up with going to a set. Any set, and then you complete the challenge, and you challenge somebody else. It makes it challenging because you have to ask for it, and if they say no, you're like, well, I gotta move on and keep trying. So it's challenging. Jamboree, one of the best experiences that I've ever done.
Well, if you have never been a scout, I would think you should go for it because you can't do better by just sitting in your house. So just try it. If you don't like it, well, but just try something new.
Awesome. We hope you have your calendar cleared for August 21st. That's when a total solar eclipse will appear in the sky.
Our special correspondent Don Dare talked to a NASA expert about how to safely view this rare event.
We're here with David DeFelice. He's with NASA and Community Affairs. We have a very unique solar event coming up August the 21st, the solar eclipse.
Yeah, it's very excited. It's going to be. We haven't had an event like this in 99 years. We're going to have it's going to start on the coast of Oregon, near Salem, Oregon, go all the way across the country down to Charleston, South Carolina. So over 200 million people are within like a day's drive of this path totality, and it's exciting. The whole country is going to see at least a partial eclipse. If you can tune into NASA television, we have our own TV channel. We're going to provide coast-to-coast coverage, and we're going to do live events across the country and talk about some of the science of solar eclipses, the science of the sun in general, and how we benefit from the sun. It sustains our life here on Earth. It's never safe to look at the sun. The only exception would be is if you can get in the path of totality for about 2.5 minutes, you could actually look because the sun will be completely covered by the moon. But any other time leading up to that, or if any other place in the country, it's important to have a pair of safety glasses like this, and it's also important to use them properly. You have to inspect them, make sure they haven't been damaged in any way. Then what we recommend is you put them over your eyes, look up at the sun, you can look directly at the sun, and then look down before you take them away. And it's a great way. We're trying to encourage people, scouts, to get on a career towards science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It's a great career path as well. So it's a lot of part of what we're doing here at the Jamboree to try and encourage scouts to go on those paths. Quite a few astronauts got their starts in scouting, quite a few, including Neil Armstrong, Eagle Scouts. Go see the total eclipse. If you can't do that, certainly go outside, enjoy the partial eclipse, but do so safely.
David DeFelice from NASA, thank you for what you're doing here at the Scout Jamboree.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Great to have this opportunity to share with you.
The Council Energy Bridge is one of the summit's most recognizable landmarks.
Sean and I crossed to the other side and back to get this report.
Hi there, my name's Braxton Rhodes. I'm a Summit Experience Guide here at the Paul R. Christian High Adventure Base, and this is the Council Energy Bridge. The unique thing about the Council Energy Bridge is that if you look at it from the sides, it's actually resembling an eagle. Now, the Council Energy Bridge is about 756 feet long, 110 feet tall to the top point of the bridge, and almost 96 feet tall to the bottom point of the bridge. We have an underpass that has a great view of the valley below, and the unique thing about this bridge, it is built in a sustainability manner. So they actually use giant black powder rifles to shoot giant pylons over to the ridge. When they drived it into the ground, it went almost 130 feet into the ground, and they strung up the entire bridge from there. Another unique thing about this bridge is that the wood floor is built all entirely from the wood of this area. They hired out local contractors, carved out the wood, painted it, and put it on this bridge. I would definitely check out the Council Energy Bridge. It's one of the major attractions here at the National Jamboree. Lots of people walk on it. Close to 2,000 people can be on this bridge at one time.
Throughout the Jamboree, Scouts have been recording video reports of their experiences.
The first of several Scout stories we'll share tonight comes from Jake Coldiron of Georgia.
National Scout Jamboree, the heart of the American Scouting movement. It represents Scouting's best and exemplifies its creed to living Scouting's adventure. The Summit Bechtel Reservation has made conservation a foremost goal to carry out the outdoors code, or outdoors promise, to be out, consider the outdoors, and to be conservation-minded. The reservation offers a myriad of opportunities for Scouts across the world to discover methods and techniques to create a more eco-friendly and sustainable mindset in both their communities and their fellow Scouts. With Sustainability Treehouse, that shows the forefront of conservation technology to traditional merit badge classes. They are shown the importance of the how and why of sustainability in our world. From the conservation trail to the day of service, Scouts and adventurers alike are introduced to outdoor ethics and environmental mindset that prepares us for a lifetime of service to making our planet healthier and cleaner. With help from our volunteers and worldwide organizations such as the University of West Virginia, the National Forest Service, and the United States Department of Agriculture, tens of thousands of Scouts are given a glimpse into the impactful movements and how we can do our duty to help. Being green and living Scouting's adventures are central to the Scouting movement, and nowhere else are these two concepts more interwoven than here at the National Boy Scout Jamboree. This has been Jake Holder, Eagle Scout from Troop 900 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Next, let's hear from a fellow venturer, Emily Frausto of Texas.
Venture Crew 5134 from Houston, Texas arrived at the Jamboree site after a very exciting 4-day-long bus ride from League City, Texas, near Houston. I am the crew president, aka El Presidente. The day before we arrived at the National Jamboree, we traveled to an amusement park in Tennessee called Dollywood. Yes, named after Dolly Parton. We enjoyed the rides, but we were there for 10 long hours and slept on the way to the summit. As you can imagine, we were already hot and tired when we got here. We set up our camp at Foxtrot and went out to venture the summit. The most intriguing thing I have experienced is meeting international Scouts. While we are culturally different, we have many things in common. On Freedom Trail, where military activities are held, I really enjoyed the Leadership Experience course, where we spent 4 hours doing physical activities that challenged and helped develop our leadership skills. In the Houston area, there's a big Coast Guard presence, while at Freedom Trail, active duty Coast Guard men and women taught us about different operations and types of boats used at Coast Guard stations across the United States. You know, one of the neatest things was meeting the Chief Scout Executive, Mike Serbal. He gave me one of his signed patches. I'm Emily Frausto, El Presidente, of Venture Crew 5134, Houston, Texas.
Next, with his take on Jamboree food, is Braden Gregory of Alabama.
Hi, I'm Brady Gregory and I'm from Opelika, Alabama, and I am in Troop 858 with the Chattahoochee Council. There are about 60 boys from the council here, and I'm currently tenting at Sub Camp C1. I'm working on my journalism merit badge at the Boys Life booth. I am an Eagle Scout with 1 silver palm, and I'm here to talk about the food here at the Jamboree. At a normal camp, you might think that the food here is bad, but here at the Jamboree, it is great. For example, the other day, my troop had barbecue, and it was amazing. We had corn and beans with it too. Our dinner was great because it was made by our cooking patrol for that day. One could, indeed, from that patrol, learn how to cook meat. Cleanup wasn't fun, but as a team, we were able to get it done. But then at the next meal, it wasn't the best. It was beef stew. So instead of eating that, I went to the snack shop and got a nice slice of pizza. I could have also gotten nachos, french fries, candy, or soft drinks. On the way there, I did some patch trading and met some really cool people. After I ate my pizza, I went back to the campsite with my buddy. In terms of options, I'm also told there's a Chick-fil-A, and it tastes just like the restaurant. Even with all these options, I can't wait to get home to eat my mom's cooking. That's all from Braden at the Jamboree.
For a look at the current state of Jamboree patch trading market, we hear from Joshua Berger of Georgia.
Hello, I am Joshua Berger from Columbus, Georgia with Troop 3118. So far, the most popular activity in the campsites is patch trading. So I decided to go over some quick information on the trading market based on troops close to my camp. The most popular sets are Salt Life, UFO, The Guy Harvey, and Stargate. The most valued sets in circulation are currently Doctor Who, Stargate, and Salt Life. The most common set since Day 2 is the Hiking Dead set. But the other night, a phony patch was discovered. A scout found a fake version of a solar eclipse with a gold trim on it. However, it should have been black. There is a QR code on the back of all patches. Each code leads to a page of information that describes how many patches were made and put into circulation. So the phony QR code showed nothing on that gold trim patch. On a side note, the introduction of official trading cards like I have here made a huge shift in the number of people trading these cards. The usual trading price for a pack of cards is one uncommon 2017 patch per pack of cards. This has yet to be confirmed, but is the most used price to date. Only 100 out of 101 cards have been found. How to obtain the card has yet to be revealed. I am Joshua Berger, First Class Scout with Troop 109 in Columbus, Georgia, signing out from the 2017 National Scouting Jamboree.
Here's Andrew Felstead of Utah sharing a report on his favorite Jamboree activity, water reality.
Hi, my name is Andrew Felstead from Troop 1054 in Heber, Utah, and I'm here at the National 2017 Jamboree. My favorite activity that I've done here so far is by far the water reality. Water reality is a 4-person obstacle course on the lake. There are obstacles which include climbing, sliding, using upper body strength, running on water, and of course, swimming. I like this activity because it was interactive with my friends and something we could all do together and work together as a team. Water reality is the most fun during the day when it's hot out and the water feels refreshing. If you're looking for a way to have fun and cool off, then grab 3 friends and go hit the water reality. This is Eagle Scout Andrew Felstead from Heber, Utah, Troop 1054.
Great job to all of our Scout and Venturer reporters.
We've come to that time in our show when we read your comments live on air. Brian on Scouting, what are people saying?
Yeah, lots of great comments. There was a shout out from Julian Johnson saying Maggie and Sean are the best hosts.
What? I mean, I know Maggie
That's
is,
crazy,
but
man.
I'm just here.
Man.
Best host in Boys Life Live history. That's
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
In the short
Look at
history,
that.
we're pretty good.
And then Sandy Graber says a shout out to her son who did the big zip and scuba today, and also
Hey.
a happy 14th birthday to Justin.
Happy birthday, Justin.
And then Jenny Davis says a happy 16th birthday to Eagle Scout John Davis. So,
Happy birthday, John.
Woo-wee. Birthdays.
Jamboree birthdays. That's pretty
Look at
cool.
that.
Yeah.
And finally, to Tanner Carter for being a loyal first commenter. He's often the one who does that, so shout out to Tanner.
Good job, Tanner. Keep it up.
That's it from the comments, y'all.
All right, thanks, Brian, and thank all of you guys for watching. That's our show for tonight.
We'll leave you with the latest Jamboree slideshow from our very own Serena Heck. I'm Sean Foy.
And I'm Maggie McCulloch. Thanks, and have a San Frantastic night.